Banks also were interested in knowing your debt to equity ratio. So you need to show this by dividing your total long-term debt by the total equity which you may have in the business. Very importantly, they want to know that you can afford to pay the interest. So there's a ratio called times interest earned, TIE, abbreviation. And that, of course, is found by your earnings before interest and taxes divided by your total interest payments. This is an important ratio that the bank is interested in. So make sure you are aware of them, and there's some indication that you have actually considered them in your proposals. So that in your presentation, you will submit advertising material, maps, photos, and so on, a detailed list of equipment which you hope to buy, any letters or testimonials from persons who may be buying your product that would be useful, any other important material to clarify the assumptions in your plans, your market research reports, list of all of the assets which the business would have, and generally, you need to show that you have the zeal, the ambition, and the drive to make that business go.
One important aspect of getting financing is having some form of collateral. Now, the greater the value of your collateral, the more money you can negotiate. First up is Team Climbers.
Good morning, Mr. Francois.
Good morning.
I understand you are here to present a proposal to the bank for financing of a project which you have. Let me welcome you to the bank, and we eagerly look forward to assisting you with your proposal.
We first want to present you, this is what our business plan looks like. And we'll just introduce or tell you briefly about the genesis of the idea. We spoke about it, we said, why not do online tutoring and tutor the students from the comfort of their homes whilst trying to improve their grades. We figure, okay, we have this idea. Why not try and do some market research to find out whether persons are likely to endorse the idea, firstly with parents and the students.
What kind of market research did you do?
Well, we did a focus group, we did the survey, and we also did some telephone calls, telephone interviews. Yeah. We also spoke to some teachers, both in primary and secondary school, and we also interviewed the teacher students who are at SAFA. So we did some market research, and we got some interesting results that it was something that the parents really endorsed. The parents would really like to see some online tutoring done. And my brother will tell you a little about what the website is about.
Basically, what we did, after we conducted some market research and we went through the whole process, we wanted to get customers' feedback as to what they would think a sample website would look like. And we
You developed your own
Yes,
website?
yes. We had a third member. We have a third member who's basically an IT qualified person, and he basically just prepared a rough website for us, and we more or less use that to at least just give parents the option to at least have a look at it, see if it's something that they would go for, and make it user-friendly.
So on your team, you have somebody who can
That's
maintain
right.
the website and show that it's accessible
right.
to
He's not with us right now, but he's like a background player that we always go to for referencing. We understood doing our surveys. We realized that a lot of the parents were querying about books. Some of them were saying, but listen, you're offering me online tutoring, but what about my headache of always having to find a textbook that I can't find? So we decided to partner with one or two local book sourcing companies and see if we can actually help our clients source some of these books, and we wanted to give them that exposure, all of that exposure to the website.
So what is your business model? How then do you hope to generate revenue from this?
Okay, what we've done is we've also, how we segmented our market. We looked at the prices. But what we found generally is that persons were willing to pay between $80 to $100 to $250 depending on what they wanted. So we've designed what we refer to as a 4-tier package. We have the EP
Starter.
We have
the EP starter starting at $80 a month with 4 hours tuition. We have the EP intermediate, which goes to $160 a month for 12 hours tuition. The EP advanced for $240 monthly for a 12-hour tuition. And we have the EP just for me, which is client oriented. You want 1 hour at any time, we organize it for you, but you'll be paying a standard rate of $50 an hour. But that will be for select individuals. So we staggered it to cater for the different household incomes based on some of our market research.
So what kind of numbers that you are looking at?
Looking at the surveys that we had, it's to cater for a certain percentage of the entire student population, the 15,000, and we're looking at maybe in the first 5 years at least getting 10% of that student population to sign up to our program.
Okay, so what exactly do you need from us?
Well, what we were looking to, based on the figures that we calculated, we're looking to secure a $50,000 loan from the bank.
A loan of $50,000.
$50,000. And we're looking to put in individually $10,000 each as collateral, as well as provide
As collateral or as
security. I'm sorry.
Is it collateral or equity?
Equity. Sorry, yeah, equity. $20,000 in equity, and we're looking to secure the balance of the loan by providing our land. We have land and property.
The equipment that will be purchased, and a motor vehicle.
So you have, in other words, you have enough collateral for this loan. That's
Yes.
fine. But I mean, when we grant a loan here, we're not just granting a loan for collateral. We want to ensure that your business model is sufficiently sound and that you'll be able to pay this loan from your cash flows. What are the cash flows that you are expecting from this project?
Well, monthly, we have an estimated cash flow of, to start off in our first month, we have an estimated cash flow of, on the first page, $10,000 balance. After we pay our expenses, we start off with our capital expenditure. We secure the loan, we're going to purchase all the equipment and put what we need to put in place, the fixtures and everything. We're going to have a balance of roughly $10,000 to work with for our next 3 months going forward. So monthly, we're looking at an average of close to $30,000 per month.
But I see here in your plan you've got loan proceeds of $70,000. So are you looking for $70,000 or $50,000?
Well, we're looking for 50, and the 20 that we're going to be putting in.
So
It's actually 50.
So actually, there should be $50,000
Yes.
and not
Yeah,
$70,000.
it's actually 50. Yeah.
So that would basically throw out a lot of the numbers that you have here, because you have got a loan proceeds of 70,000, and you're looking for 50. Okay, let's proceed.
Okay.
What kind of fixed costs would you be having?
We have an average fixed cost, roughly monthly of, I would say, based on the figures that we have, and what we calculate on the break-even monthly, $28,000.
Have you made any provisions for the loan that you'll be taking in terms of the payments on those loans?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, we've put that into our cash flow monthly, as well as making allowances for the interest in our profit and loss account.
What kind of interest rate you
We-
put in your
Well, we're
cash
at
flows?
14%.
13%.
Yeah.
What kind of staffing are you expecting for this project? Who manage the project or
Well,
the business?
Well, the two of us are partners, but he will be running the office, and I will be from time to time assisting him in the operations of the office. The other people we'll have in staff will have a salesperson to push the sales. IT is essential, so we'll have an IT person, and we'll also have a janitor to clean the office. That's basically what we're starting with. But basically, our structure will be very small to begin with to keep costs down. But as the company grows, with the more students we have, clientele, we will grow. We've placed in the business plan what we project we will need on the 6 year or beyond.
Okay.
So we have that.
Okay, I will look at those figures and I will get back to you.
Coming up next, what is the story behind Team Climbers? Be prepared to be inspired right after the break. Just because Mr. Sonson is not emotionally invested, it doesn't mean that we aren't. You at home have been watching them for over 2 months. The OPSR, the Big Start crew from Accela Marketing, and the sponsors have interacted with them on almost a daily basis. This is how we know that this story of determination and strength will move you. Here is Team Climbers.
Hello, St. Lucia. Hello, Internet World Television Land. We are at the Castries Market with our mom, me Francois, and of course my brother, where she will tell you guys about who we are and why we do what we're doing. As you can see, she's the entrepreneur spirit behind us. She's been doing her own little baskets, and we're trying to do what she's been doing, be her own entrepreneur.